Rooster Teeth News is brought to you by Sherry's Berries. Go to berries.com for an awesome Valentine's Day gift. Get freshly dipped strawberries for just $19.99 when you click on the microphone and enter code RTNews.
Hey guys, congratulations on making it to a well-deserved Friday. I'm Ashley Jenkins, and Activision has announced that Sledgehammer Games is joining the rotating development roster for the Call of Duty franchise. As a result, Activision will be able to increase the development cycle of the Call of Duty games to 3 years without sacrificing the annual release schedule that's become the norm for the franchise. Everyone wins, according to Activision CEO Eric Hirshberg. He says, "This will give our designers more time to envision and to innovate for each title. Simultaneously, it will give our content creators more focus on DLC and micro-DLC. Finally, it'll give our teams more time to polish." Sledgehammer Games was founded in 2009 by ex-Visceral devs Glenn Schofield and Michael Condrey, who created Dead Space. And the studio collaborated with Infinity Ward on 2012's Modern Warfare 3, focusing on DLC. The Foster City-based studio is currently recruiting 20 new roles across all disciplines to support their new development project. Hirshberg has expressed his confidence in the studio's ability to turn out quality games, with their first Call of Duty title due out later this year. They demonstrated their skill on Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 and on their past high-rated games. They're the perfect choice to support our new approach and bring fresh ideas and creativity to this great franchise, and to raise the bar for next-gen games overall, he elaborates. Activision made the announcement in a call with investors, where they also revealed that Destiny is seeing record pre-orders for a new IP, and they expect big things from Bungie's new project. "We believe Destiny could be Activision Publishing's third billion-dollar franchise, and we're working hard to make it the biggest new IP launch in video game history," says Hirshberg. They've also homed in slightly on when gamers can expect to see a beta for Destiny. Previously, we were looking at a vague early 2014, and now we're looking at a somewhat less vague, but still pretty vague, summer. Access codes for the beta are being provided alongside pre-orders from select retailers, which in the US include GameStop, Amazon, Best Buy, and Walmart. Gamers on PS3 and PS4 will be the first to have access to the beta, which will later expand to Xbox 360 and Xbox One. Destiny is on schedule to launch September 9th. Next, Naughty Dog creative director Neil Druckmann has revealed that he and The Last of Us game director Bruce Straley have been discussing a possible sequel for The Last of Us, which cleaned up at last night's DICE Awards with 10 wins out of 13 nominations, including Game of the Year. Their major priority, according to Druckmann, is to find a new, compelling story to tell. He says, "Can we tell people a story that's really worth telling and that's not repeating itself? And if we can't, where can we get inspired? What is something that's really going to challenge us and push storytelling in this medium forward?" Their first and only story-based DLC for The Last of Us, Left Behind, releases next week on February 14th. The prequel DLC takes place while Ellie is at boarding school in the Boston quarantine zone, and her best friend Riley takes on the role of companion since she hasn't met Joel yet. The studio is also working on Uncharted 4 for PlayStation 4, which was first announced in November, and Druckmann is non-committal about whether The Last of Us might see a PS4 port a la Tomb Raider Definitive Edition. He says, "It's something where we can have a feel of where the demand is and where our time is best spent. It's something that we'll figure out as we move forward." Finally, a German court has dismissed a lawsuit against Valve lodged by a federation of German consumer organizations over Valve's policy that disallows Steam users from selling their account or charging others to use their account. The organization, VZVB, aimed to overturn the policy to allow Steam users to sell their digital games to others. This is the second suit VZVB has brought against Valve, with the first being in 2010, which was also overturned as the court determined that Valve's practices were in accordance with German law. The court hasn't shared their reasoning behind the newest ruling, and VZVB may appeal, but the ruling could set a lasting precedent in the issue of used digital games. And that's the big news heading into the weekend. Are you happy with your digital purchases the way they are, or do you feel you should be able to resell them as you would a physical game? Let us know in the comments below. Then check out roosterteeth.com on Saturday for a live full play with Michael.